right. Hello. We're firing this thing up. We are looking for. I'm trying to find out how to join Venucci on here. There's a camera. View request. No. Good morning, everybody. Maybe I could do 15 minutes and then Venucci could do 15 minutes. Maybe that'd be easier. Two seconds. Hope everybody's having a good morning or evening, depending on where you're at in the world. Okay, I see.
Are we live?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there were others in that same file as you that were trying to join. What do you got? You go to the bakery?
I got some cookies for you. I got baked goods.
He got his mama.
This is my mom.
Hi,
There we go.
Well, hello,
Getting
Mrs.
some family time in.
Hello, Mrs. Venucci.
Hello, Mrs. Venucci. We're getting some family time in, some Instagram time in. How about that? Killing a couple birds.
We're talking about boy. We're talking about.
We got a new song.
And we got Anton. We're talking about Anton. All that stuff.
Anton. Who's he again? He's our guy.
One of the questions was about the lowercase b in the title for boy, and I'm a stickler for having titles have a capital. But when Anton sent his first draft of the the photo for the single art, he had this orange boy written with a lowercase, and it sat with me for a minute, and I realized how kind of awesome it was.
Simple.
Yeah. And just a nice little twist and a little into the song, and that only someone like Anton would come up with quickly. Anyway, we love it.
Yeah. When's that thing? When are we dropping that? We're dropping that on Friday?
The 5th.
The 5th.
Today is the 3rd. It's Wednesday the 3rd, and we're doing that the 5th.
5th, wherever you are.
We played it. We played it live in Spain, and we hadn't done anything like that where we played a song before it had come out. I think it had been since 2008 or since we did Space. We played Spaceman early on, and so we felt some butterflies that we hadn't felt in a long time. But it just sat nicely right in the set already. So we're really excited for people to get a load of the recording, and it was done by Stuart Price and Sean Everett.
Yeah.
Look at that. Where are you at, Ronnie?
I'm in the garden. I'm getting it all in. Bakery, garden. I got to get a couple things from the garden.
What else do we got? I mean, a little background. Oh, Madrid. Yeah, Madrid is where we first played it. Um, we got a couple people on that were there. Um, we started this song. This was the first song that was written after the pandemic. So it was interesting because it was the song that took me personally back to this small town that I grew up in, and allowed for Pressure Machine to happen. And what's I guess what's strange is this song is not on Pressure Machine. It's just got Ronnie describes it as it's got a different complexion, which it really does. It doesn't belong on Pressure Machine, even though it was the first song written for Pressure Machine. It's in a whole other world, and we're really thrilled with where it's leading us for this next record.
We tried it. We tried it another way. Remember that? We tried it. Remember Sean had an idea to kind of keep a dance element to it, but to take it into more of like a more of a sort of gritty, serrated edge rock territory.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like an idiot trying to describe that kind of thing, but we did try it another way, but it sort of just existed as what it was, this sort of dark, dancey tune, which sort of became the archetype in a way for the rest of the songs that you will hear one day, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Yeah, that was it was a revelation because it's again, it reminds me of a song like Human, where it just was done really quickly, and it's just, you can try to to give it a different vehicle, or take this away, but it just kind of is what it is, and it's easy, and those songs are few and far between, and so we're lucky to have a song like Boy coming. What else we got on here? We got well, how was the European tour, Ron, for you? 2 months.
It
How long
was
were we there?
good. It was almost 11 weeks. It's, as you know, Brandon, it's hard to be away from your family and your own bed, but it was nice to get out there. I think everybody was ready for that celebration of, like, sort of being let out, and so I think the shows really reflected that. I think we're just now starting to get good at the end of it. We're getting our legs back, but we floated by with just that reciprocation of energy with the crowds, the fans, and that kind of thing. And it's good. It's definitely something that I'm sure other bands are experiencing, this sort of unprecedented wave of rejoicing and celebration and all that. Felt good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was great. It was good. It was long. I think our longest that we had been out prior to that was 12 weeks, and this was really close to that.
Yeah, we almost broke up the band after that one.
It was tough. People will say, "Oh, we've been out for 12 weeks," but they mean is they've just been touring and going home and doing a gig here and going back home. But when we say we went out for 12 weeks, we didn't go home. Tough. Anyway, it was beautiful. It was beautiful to be on stage again, and we had some, like, huge moments in the UK that maybe bigger moments than we'd ever had before. It was just like a real celebration, and then some great things on the mainland Europe. And we finished in Amsterdam, and it was, I don't remember ever having a gig that good in Amsterdam, so we finished on a high for sure. And
So you did there.
all right. All right.
talk about the cover of the cover art for Boy. Why is there a 40-year-old picture of you on that Boy?
Well, it is, what is it, 17 years old?
Years, that picture?
It might be 18 years old, yeah, that picture. Yeah, people asked about that. So, well, it was kind of great because we had already talked about having Anton do pictures for the Killers 8 for the record that's coming up. And the only issue was we needed a cover for Boy, and he hadn't taken our pictures yet. We were going to schedule to do that in Belgium, which we recently did. And I had remembered this picture that had never surfaced that from the end of the All These Things That I've Done photo shoot. And it just seemed to sort of speak to the song, and it ended up just being perfect because Anton was a part of it already, and it's going to tie into the rest of these photos, which we started to release. That was a fun video to make too. It was such a thrill. It was wild. It's like Anton Corbijn is working with us. This is the guy that shaped, our vision of U2 and Depeche Mode and bands that we admired, and for him to take on the job of making All These Things I've Done, and he chose that song. That was the song that he gravitated towards. It was like such a thrill, man.
I still get the feeling.
Yeah, it's just wild.
If you would we just did a bunch of shots in the middle of Belgium somewhere. I don't even know where we were, but on paper, or as it sounds, it sounds like an arduous time, but it's a lot of fun with working with people you like,
Right. And aside, I have a brooch on, and that was from Tana was working. My wife was at that time was still working at Betsy Johnson, which is where the mall where Ronnie used to work, and I also used to work. It was the Aladdin at the time. Now it's Planet Hollywood.
Yeah.
And brooches are coming back.
Good way to broach.
What else we got?
If I get a brooch, what kind of brooch should I get? Go ahead and comment in the comment section. And
what should you get?
Well, yeah, I'll ask you, but I also want a peanut gallery. I want to see what people think, what kind of brooch I should maybe wear. Because I like to get dressed. Well, I would wear it on a T-shirt, but maybe I want to get dressed up. I want to wear a little brooch. What?
Yeah.
Like an axe or like a piston, or drumsticks.
Hatchet.
A hatchet. Yeah. Oh, it's so hot out here. My phone's starting to give me heat warning. I have to get in the shade. Hello.
What is? Let's see. So what do we got? We got. Tell us more about the infinity, the eternal symbol for the record. Where do the stands come from? In the early days, we started to sort of bedazzle. It's a funny story. We had this stand that was a very conventional synthesizer stand that you could buy at Guitar Center or wherever. And this is true. We were playing in New York, and we heard that David Bowie was coming to see us, and the only thing that I could think of to make the show better was to bedazzle my keyboard stand. And so we went out and we sent people out, and we got hot glue guns and these fake jewels, and anyway that progressed into the K stand. Well, I think but first there was the Sam's Town. We went on to, there was a talon gripping some kind of a ball. Was there anything else on Sam's Town? There were antlers.
Yeah.
And then it progressed into Las Vegas and the K sign and the symbol of the band, and it was sort of, it has a Western motif that it's outlined that you would find like at the Gold Coast or Sam's Town. and then there became a symbol for every record. Um, and so well, the first time we changed was for the lightning bolt,
Right.
and then that was for Battleborn. Then we had the man symbol, and it's grown into this infinity, or I see it as an eternal symbol, which a lot of Imploding the Mirage was about. The idea of two people becoming eternal, and so there's this sort of beautiful symbolism in that, and having that be the first thing that you see on the stage is fitting, I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
But we talk about this. They asked about if we would ever do a Pressure Machine theater tour. Man, we got to find the time. We like the idea.
That's the thing. Yeah. That is something we'd like to do. To take out a few of our friends that play. We employed our friends to do things like fiddle instruments we don't play, and so it'd be fun to take out.
We had that kid Muskrat.
Oh yeah, Muskrat. We'll take Muskrat.
This kid from Las Vegas who lives in Utah.
Yeah, Muskrat Henry.
And his handle is Muskrat, and he's great steel player. We used him on those. We used him on a few of those performances. We did what did we do? We did Sleepwalker, and we did In Another Life, and for TV, for like Jimmy Kimmel and Fallon and stuff like that. And Runaway Horses, and he was a treat to be around, and a great player.
Good dude. That would be fun.
He's like a young kid. He's young.
This is my Swiss chart, everyone. Look at that. Look at that beautiful bounty. It's legal.
Nice.
What else?
I heard and wrote down as much as I could. There's stuff about, I think there was confusion in the song about what the white arrows are in the song, if they were like traffic arrows on the road. And I guess it's what's the amazing thing is you could see them as like that, some kind of arrow guiding you somewhere. For me, it was in the song, it was such a stark contrast moving from Las Vegas to a town like Nephi. It was like, what? There wasn't even a stoplight when I was there. It was pitch black. When businesses shut down and the sun went down, it went down. Lights went out, and I was 16 and I didn't care about the stars. I was only thinking about this loss that I had because I wasn't in Las Vegas. I wanted those lights, and this idea of recognizing that there are these arrows in your life that are going to be able to to break through this blackness is kind of where that's kind of what the boys is hinging upon. And so I like the idea of thinking about what my arrows are. Yeah, I didn't realize it at the time. I had plenty of white arrows when I was, a teenager. I had two parents that loved each other, and I had a great, I had a happy childhood. I had music. I had piano lessons, and I had the time I would spend golfing and all this stuff, and things that I loved. And but now, it's become, your life changes, and I think it's too sappy to talk about my white arrows. White arrows now, I talk about, of course, it's my children and my wife and the songs that we get to write and the performances that we get to be a part of, and the stage has become a white arrow for me. And I think, looking for those things, and sometimes I guess it's funny how I wasn't aware of them when I was growing up, the ones that I already had. And so maybe take stock of your white arrows, or what you want to make your white arrows. That's is kind of the way that I see that.
Good advice.
That I hurried and wrote down a few of these questions because I don't know how to look at. We have some of them that got texted to us, but I don't. Maybe we should look on the bottom here. Should we have somebody join us or?
Oh yeah, down for the
I
singing.
don't garden. What is the question?
That's a question.
Yeah, I
That's
do
great.
not, but
That's a
Ronnie
great.
does. What else do you have? You have shard.
Yeah, I got some chard, parsley went to seed. Got some some asparagus coming up. Got some artichoke,
I love artichoke.
peas. There's a pea right here. Took the whole damn plant off, but the peas are nice and sweet.
A pea is fresh. Is great. Is a great joy.
What is?
I love a fresh pea. Right out of the
Oh
pod.
man, I'm gonna FedEx this. Mmm. Fantastic.
Are we
Just
looking forward to the U.S. tour? Yes, we're looking forward to the U.S. tour. We're kicking off in North America. We're starting in Vancouver,
Right.
and then we do Portland and Seattle, and we start making our way down. And it's it's been so long, and I think this is our biggest tour in the States also.
Growing up, things are changing. Love that. It's gonna be good. Peas.
What else we got? Play Sam's Town, please. Every now and then we'll play Sam's Town. Let's see, San Francisco will be here. My children are seeing you in Melbourne. That's going to be at the end of the year. We're looking forward to that.
Am I upside down now?
Let's see you in Vancouver, St. Paul, Minnesota. All right, maybe we join a couple. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm down. Good.
Who do we got here? I'll go with the first one. How are we going to fit on the screen? Let's see.
I don't know. I've never done that before.
I tried to join her. Try again. Accept. It's not working. Maybe because you're on here, we can't do more. It's fine.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
I just.
Hey, tidbits about. Oh wait, there she is. She made it.
Hey, girl.
Hello, man. How are you doing?
Good.
How are you?
I'm okay, thanks. How are you doing?
Where are
Pretty
you
good.
calling?
Where are you calling from?
What's your native language? Sorry.
What's our native
Can you
language?
speak in Spanish
No.
or English?
Oh, we're English speakers. We know a little bit of
Okay.
Spanish.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Well, it's so nice to talk.
Do you have a
Sorry?
question or do you have a question or anything?
Yeah. First of all, I really thanks to adding me to this live stream. And right now, it's being dull at this time, and I'm really bored. So that's why I sent request to.
Oh, okay. What's your question? Oh, you just sent a request in because you're bored. You're bored. So you sent her a
What's the topic I was talking about before adding me?
Well, we're talking about our band and our song coming out on Friday.
Right.
Yeah. So.
What do you think about that?
Yeah.
I couldn't catch the word.
Oh, we have a song coming out on Friday.
Song?
A song, a canción.
Really? Whose song is?
Whose song?
Oh boy. Oh boy. How do I can you exit? Do you know how to exit from this conversation? Do you know how to exit yourself?
Hang up.
Hang up. We'll call it. It's good to talk to you. Sorry you're bored. Can you exit? Oh, all right. We tried.
Just keep her on. She's in the
May I give you some examples to add any music
Okay, yeah. What kind of music do you like?
to add your playlist, of course.
Okay, what do you got? What are you listening to? What's hot right now?
I really love Ed Sheeran's song.
Who?
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Do you know?
Okay. No, we don't know. We'll have to check it.
He's real famous. And Eminem.
Oh yeah, we've heard of Eminem. Marshall Mathers, right? From Detroit.
Yeah. Slim Shady.
Slim Shady, yeah.
Yeah.
calling from the other side.
Gary Styles.
Who?
Gary Styles.
Harry Styles.
Yeah, One Direction. The group name One Direction.
How do I?
Yeah. Oh, we definitely know all about One Direction and Harry.
Yeah.
He's
Let me know. Whose songs do you prefer to listen? Rapper or pop or rock?
we like it. We like a little bit of everything. I don't know how to get her off, but sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever?
I think we should just end on this high note.
All right, because it's been a half an hour. Anyway, thank you to all to everybody. I hope we got in. I think we answered a little bit about Boy. We got a little bit about Boy. We got a little bit about the tour.
Mm-hmm.
Anton. We got Anton is going to be doing the the photographs and the art direction. Is that Olivia?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's trying to get rid of her.
Buddy. Hey, baby, come on, show yourself off now. Come on.
What's your name?
Is she your wife?
She's
All right.
on.
Is she all right? All right. You're all right. Okay, bye. Let's get off here.
Okay, see you guys.
Yeah.